The wait is finally over for Star Wars fans as the highly anticipated third season of Disney's The Mandalorian has dropped. After nearly 2 years since the release of Season 2, fans have been eagerly anticipating the return of Baby Yoda, the cutest character in all of TV history, with the exception of Boo from Monsters, Inc., and the thrilling adventures of Mando. Pedro Pascal, who has already gained global fame for his role as Joel in HBO's The Last of Us, is sure to impress once again with his performance as the surrogate father of Baby Yoda in Season 3. We know you've been eagerly waiting for this moment, and so here's a complete recap of the previous 2 seasons and the spin-off series. We want you to refresh your memory and relive the excitement of past episodes because this is the way to get pumped up for what's in store in the latest season. Get ready for more unforgettable father-son moments between Mando and Baby Yoda. Before we get started, let us introduce ourselves. We are Streaming Addicted, your ultimate destination for all things movies and TV series. We bring you daily updates on the latest and greatest in entertainment so you'll never miss a beat. Our team of writers and movie enthusiasts are always on the lookout for the most captivating movies and TV shows, and we cover a wide range of genres to suit every taste and preference. From thrilling action movies to heartwarming comedies and everything in between, we've got you covered. So, subscribe now and join our community of movie lovers on Streaming Addicted.
What are we? What do we stand for? I'm going to Mandalore.
May the Force be with you!
This is the way.
Let's get into Season 1. In the opening scene, we're introduced to the Mandalorian, a skilled bounty hunter armed with a long rifle and flamethrower. He captures his bounty target, a Mithril, on the Mando planet, and brings him back to Navarro to collect his reward. There, he's offered a new job by his handler, Greef Karga, retrieve an unknown target from the planet Arvala 7 in exchange for a large payload of pure Beskar steel. The target, revealed to be 50 years old with a tracking signal, is being sought by a former official of the Empire known as the Client. As advance payment, the Client gives Mando a single piece of Beskar steel, which is forged into a shoulder plate by the armorer. This sparks a flashback to Mando's childhood, where his planet was attacked by droids who killed his parents. He was saved by the Mandalorians, who destroyed the droids and took him in. This explains Mando's deep hatred for droids. Upon reaching the planet inhabited by blurgs and an Ugnaught named Kuiil, the Mandalorian receives directions to the location where his bounty is being kept. He's joined by a droid named IG-11, and together they fight off the bandits guarding the area, only to discover that their bounty is actually a baby, the same one that has become the subject of countless internet memes. Despite IG-11's attempts to kill the child, Mando, as he's called by his peers, decides to protect him and bring him back to his ship, the Razor Crest. Along the way, they encounter a group of Jawas who have dismantled the ship, and Kuiil helps Mando strike a deal to get the parts back. The Jawas agree to return the parts in exchange for an egg from a massive rhino-like creature called the Mudhorn. Mando, with the help of the child's force powers, manages to defeat the creature and retrieve the egg. After fixing the Razor Crest, Mando delivers the baby to the Client on Navarro, but he later realizes he misses the child and goes back to rescue him. This act triggers a massive bounty on Mando and the child, and every bounty hunter, including Karga, attacks him. Fortunately, a group of Mandalorians arrives to help Mando and the child escape. They flee Navarro and go into hiding. Mando also receives a new set of pure Beskar armor from the armorer in exchange for the Beskar he earned from his bounty. In search of a place to lay low, the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda arrive on the peaceful planet of Sorgon. However, when raiders threaten the nearby settlement, Mando is forced to help them with the aid of a former rebel shock trooper named Cara Dune. Together with the armed villagers, they defeat the raiders, but bounty hunters soon catch up to them and they must flee once again. While repairing his damaged Razor Crest on Tatooine, Mando entrusts Baby Yoda to Peli Motto and takes on a job to hunt down an elite assassin with the help of a young bounty hunter named Toro Calican. When Calican kills the assassin, Mando is forced to take matters into his own hands and eliminates Calican. He then accepts a job from an old colleague named Ran, but the mission is a setup and the crew members betray him. However, Mando uses his cunning to defeat his foes and escape with the child in the Razor Crest. Mando is contacted by Karga once again, who asks him to help take down the client and his stormtroopers. However, Mando is suspicious of his former handler and asks Kara and Queel for assistance. Queel has reprogrammed the droid IG-11 to act as a nurse and protect the child at all costs. When they reach Navarro, the group is attacked by Mignox, and Karga is poisoned. Baby Yoda uses the Force to heal him, and Karga decides to switch sides and betray his own henchmen. While Queel and the child wait in the desert, Mando and his team head to the town, but their plan is foiled when the client is killed by Moff Gideon. Two stormtroopers murder Queel and capture the child. In the Season 1 finale, Mando and his team are trapped inside a small cabin with Gideon and his men outside. IG-11 comes to their aid and helps level the playing field. Mando suggests escaping through the sewers, but he's heavily wounded in the process. The armorer entrusts the child to Mando's care and gives him a jetpack. As she holds off the stormtroopers, the group escapes through a river of lava, but they're met with more resistance outside. IG-11 sacrifices himself to kill all the stormtroopers and save the heroes. Gideon flies in on a TIE fighter, but Mando uses his jetpack to chase after him and blows up his fighter with a bomb. As they escape, Gideon steps out of the destroyed fighter with a glowing darksaber in his hand, hinting at more danger to come. Now, let's dig deep into the Season 2 of this amazing series. The second season of The Mandalorian kicks off with our hero returning to Tatooine in search of other members of the same species as Baby Yoda. However, he encounters the Marshal, a man who claims to be a Mandalorian but is only wearing the armor of Boba Fett. In exchange for the armor, the Marshal enlists Mando's help in killing the monstrous Krayt Dragon. After successfully completing the mission, Mando gets the armor and departs with Baby Yoda. However, they are being watched by the real Boba Fett. In the next mission, Mando agrees to transport a frog woman and her eggs to Trask, but Baby Yoda keeps snacking on the eggs. When betrayed and left for dead, Mando is saved by Bo-Katan and her Mandalorian comrades, who reveal that the Force abilities of Baby Yoda are unique to the Jedi. To aid in their quest to reclaim Mandalore, Bo-Katan and her team enlist Mando's help in stealing an Empire rocket ship. Along the way, they search for Moff Gideon, who holds the darksaber that is the key to ruling Mandalore. The group attacks the ship, hoping to reclaim Mandalore and defeat Moff Gideon. Mando sets out to find a Jedi for Grogu, and reunites with his friends on Navarro to take on a job that goes awry. But Mando emerges victorious. On the planet Corvus, he meets Ahsoka Tano, a Jedi who helps him learn Grogu's real name. Ahsoka asks Mando to help her overthrow the tyrannical magistrate of Caladan, who wields a spear made of pure Beskar. Together, they defeat the magistrate and extract information about Grand Admiral Thrawn's whereabouts. Ahsoka gifts Mando with the Beskar spear and directs him to a Jedi rock where Grogu meditates. At the Jedi rock, Mando reunites with Boba Fett and Fennec Shand, who had saved him earlier. Fett asks for his armor back, and Mando returns it to him. However, a battle ensues when stormtroopers arrive, and Moff Gideon destroys the Razor Crest with a laser. To make matters worse, elite dark troopers swoop in and capture Grogu. Mando seeks help from Boba Fett, Kara, and Bo-Katan, who agree to assist him on the condition that she defeats Gideon and takes the darksaber herself. The explosive finale of the second season sees the team infiltrating Moff Gideon's ship and defeating his army, but the primary antagonist is missing. Mando discovers Gideon holding Grogu with the darksaber, leading to a battle between the two. Mando emerges victorious and brings Gideon back to the Mandalorians, but Bo-Katan is stunned to see Mando wielding the darksaber, making him the new ruler of Mandalore. The group is interrupted by an army of dark troopers, but a single X-Wing arrives and a Jedi wielding a green lightsaber appears. Fans were thrilled to see Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill digitally de-aged, arrive to take Grogu for training. Before leaving, Grogu touches Mando's face and he removes his helmet, breaking the Mandalorian code. Season 2 ends with Luke departing with Grogu, who looks back at his father with sadness. And with that, we've covered everything you need to know to get hyped for the latest season of The Mandalorian. From epic battles to heartwarming moments between Mando and Baby Yoda, this series has something for everyone. But the excitement doesn't stop here. If you want to stay up to date on all the latest Mandalorian news and never miss an episode, make sure to hit that subscribe button below. And don't forget to leave a comment letting us know your favorite moments from the show so far. We can't wait to hear from you. This is the way to join the community of Mandalorian fans.
You also have to know how to navigate the galaxy.